Yep. What's up, everybody? I'm not sure. We're having some little technical difficulties here. We had some technical difficulties there, guys, but no worries. We're here. I'm live. We're gonna do it live. There's some words in front of that for those of you that know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna go there. All right, what's up, everybody? What's going on? How are you all this wonderful evening as we now have just one day left in 2020? One day left in 2020 before we ring in 2021. And man, do I have a live stream in store for you guys today, because today our topic is going to be long-term portfolio ideas for 2021. I'm going to go over with you guys some of the stocks that I think or some of the sectors that I think are going to outperform in 2021. I'm going to give you guys a handful of stock picks that I like for 2021. I added a brand new long-term portfolio position today. Okay, I added one today. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that. I'm going to talk to you guys about the stock that I added today. All right, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about some ideas that I have for 2021. And where have I been starting to move some money? Where have I been putting money? And what are the sectors? What are the sectors that I'm going to be looking for to outperform in 2021? So we got a really nice, exciting, very educational live stream in store for us. And I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the actually individual stocks that I think are going to do really well in 2021. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to start the live stream off same way that we start off every live stream, guys, and that's going to be with a blanket open floor Q&A. If you guys are brand new, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That's the first thing I want you to do. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. I'm always doing these lives. I share with you guys trade ideas, trade recaps, general market commentary, and I'm always sharing with you guys, giving you guys some golden nuggets of information and education. So you guys want to make sure you turn on your notifications. My name is Michael Edward. I am the head trader at True Trading Group. Began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City, and that is where I learned everything that I implement in my trading today, and that is everything that I have since passed on and continue to pass on a daily basis to my TTG fam. So when you guys are a member of TGD, you guys are getting a true professional education. And I'm going to share with you today on this live, what is the stock I just bought today in my long-term portfolio? This is not a swing trade. This is a long-term portfolio add. I will probably be holding on to this position for several years, but it's a stock that I just initiated a position today. I've never owned a share of this one stock before, and I've just added my long-term portfolio today. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that, tell you why I added this stock, what my expectations are over the next couple of years, and then we're going to talk about some other stocks that I've bought recently that I think are going to do really well in 2021. Give me a follow on Twitter, guys. My Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of your screen. It is at @MikeEdward_TTG, at @MikeEdward_TTG. So like I said, you guys are in for a treat. I get a lot of questions from people about long-term portfolio stuff. So we are in for a pretty nice one. I'm going to take a lot of questions today around long-term portfolio stuff, what stocks you guys like. I'll give you my opinion on some stocks for long-term ads, okay? So like I said, we're going to start things off with the Q&A. Guys, go ahead, fire away. The world is your oyster, all right? Ask me some questions, whatever you guys want to discuss, and then we will we'll get into what was the stock that I added today. What broker do I use for my long-term portfolio? So I have a lot of different portfolios. I've got portfolios. Michael Blum, turned my yearly into lifetime payment plan today. It's not my first long-term relationship, but it will be my last. That's awesome, Michael. Welcome to the fam for the lifetime, brother. That's it. You're stuck with me for life now. That's it. All my lifetime members, you guys are stuck with me now. You're stuck with me. But I look forward to trading with you for many years to come, my man. Okay, so someone had asked what broker do I use for my long-term portfolio? So I have several long-term portfolios. I have, okay, it's a lot more than just one, but I have money with JP Morgan Wealth Management is where the bulk of my long-term portfolio money is. I also have money with Fidelity. Okay. I also have money with Fidelity. But JP Morgan Wealth Management is where the majority of my that's where my SEP IRA is. That's where my other long-term retirement accounts are also. Do I expect a sell-off tomorrow? No, I do not. You think it's more like I'm stuck with you? No, never. Nah, you guys are stuck with me. Luke, my thoughts on NIO. I like NIO. I like NIO. It's the strongest electric vehicle maker after Tesla. Far better of a company at this stage than like an LI or an XPEV or like a Fisker. You know, NIO is superior to those companies as of now. As long as, you know, nothing shady goes on with China, it's like I have such a hard time trusting like any of these Chinese companies. I really do, man. I really do, because you can never trust them. Their numbers are, so many of these companies have numbers that are completely full of shit. So it does worry me sometimes, like investing large amounts of money into Chinese companies. It's just the reality of it. There's just been way too many of these companies that have turned out to just be complete financial frauds. Not to say that I think that is any of those electric vehicle companies. I'm not saying that. I have no reason to believe that. You know, I have no reason to believe that, but you just have to be a little bit careful. I really love like I'd say all the electric vehicle makers, it's very early in their development. The electric vehicle maker to own is Tesla. If you're going to own another one, I would say it's probably NIO. But I think that a better place to be is infrastructure, is electric vehicle infrastructure. Because if you're going after an electric vehicle automaker, okay, they're going to have to contend with Tesla and all the other large automakers that are also coming out with electric vehicles, like General Motors, Toyota. Okay, like they are all Porsche. They're all making electric vehicles also. So I think there's a much, much, much higher risk in owning a small EV maker if you believe in electric vehicles long term. If you believe in electric vehicle market long term, well, guess what, folks? How many gas stations do you think there are in the United States? We're going to need that many charging stations if you really think that over the next decade that we're just going to roll into electric vehicles and eventually just be full electric vehicles by, you know, whatever time frame that you want to put a stamp on that. Okay, we're going to need that many charging stations. There's not even a fraction of a percentage of the amount that is going to be needed in the United States currently. So the place to be, I think, would be if there's less risk on the infrastructure development side, because it doesn't matter what companies have the brand. It doesn't matter what company is going to be the next Tesla. Okay, like XPV or NIO. What if that car brand just doesn't take off? You know, what if it becomes like a I don't know, like a what was that with that car company? It began with like a D, Dow or something, or I can't think of it. Somebody's gonna say it. I know on the live stream. It began with a D. I forgot it. Damn it. No, not the Daewoo. Yes. Yes, Mark. Thank you. Daewoo. Yes, there it is. I knew it. I knew somebody was going to say it. You know, like what if it turns out to be something like that? But if you just believe in the electric vehicle market as an industry, who cares? You don't care which company becomes the next Tesla as far as a brand if you're on the infrastructure side. So, you know, I like really being in the infrastructure space, but I do like NIO. I'm just saying that I think that the infrastructure side of it is the place to be. And that actually is similar to a stock that I added in my long-term portfolio today. It's not in the electric vehicle space. It is actually in the online gaming space, the online gaming and online gambling, I should specifically say. It's in that space, is the company that I added to my long-term portfolio. I'm very bullish on the industry. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But it's like during the gold rush. During the gold rush many decades ago, they say that the people that made the most money were not the ones digging for gold. It was the people that were selling the shovels. And if you think of like the electric vehicle market, the people that were digging for gold would be equated to the actual electric vehicle makers. The people that were selling the shovels would be equated to the people that are actually building and installing the electric charging machines. So it's like, think about, you basically are saying, I'm going to invest in gas stations before we had gas stations. Okay. Now you're basically saying, I'm going to invest in the electric vehicle charging stations before we have a network of electric vehicle charging stations that can handle a country that is eventually going to be run on electric vehicles. Matthew, my man, Matthew says, boom, thank you, TTG. I made 2,500 on one trade today. Erased 6 months of losses, red to green as a trader, made 2.5 times my TTG fee today in one trade. Thank you, TTG fam, for the education and love. Woo! Yes, Matthew, boom. Damn, it doesn't get much better than that. Damn, it doesn't get much better than that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it does not get much better than that, man. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Best battery company. I like Quantum Space. I like QS. I like QS a lot. Okay. I like QS a lot. QS is, in the battery space for the electric vehicles. But listen, Quantum Space has a lot going for it. You have Bill Gates backing QS. You also have Volkswagen. I don't think I would want to bet against a company that's got the largest auto manufacturer in the world and Bill Gates supporting it. So I like Quantum Space. I think Quantum Space is a great company to own. I think it is. Somebody's asking me about OTC stocks. Guys, we don't trade OTC stocks in True Trading Group. We trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, options, ETFs, some futures. We don't trade OTCs because they're just too easily manipulated, guys. There's just not enough liquidity in the OTC market. Just the position size that I buy on my own, I'm not comfortable trading OTC stocks except the US pot stocks. Okay. So we do trade US pot stocks because it's the only exchange that they trade on. But these are companies that are doing hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. Like Cureleaf, TrueLeaf, Green Thumb, Cresco Labs, TerraSend, all those companies. We trade all of those, which are on the OTC, but it's just because it's federally illegal. Cannabis is federally illegal still, so it can't list on a U.S. exchange, which is the stupidest rule I've ever heard because you have Canadian companies that are listed on the New York Stock Exchange that are marijuana companies, but because they're Canadian companies, they could list on the U.S. exchange. So we actually have Canadian marijuana companies on a major exchange in the U.S., but the actual U.S. marijuana companies, which are far better companies than the Canadian companies, are not allowed to trade on the exchange with them. They have to trade on the OTC. It's so stupid. Like when you want to look at how idiotic our regulators are, you allow a Canadian marijuana company to list on a major exchange, but not a U.S. marijuana company. Good job. Good job. All right. So like I said, we do trade the U.S. OTC stocks. From the U.S. cannabis OTC stocks, but that's it. No other OTCs. What about FUBO? FUBO is going to be a home run or strikeout. FUBO, I love the idea, love the concept, super cool. Being able to like place bets right on the TV and stuff. FUBO, really cool concept. Stock's gotten decimated after the lockup. The lockup has since expired. and the stock got crushed today. Stock's gone from like 70 down to 30, something crazy. Stock's gotten absolutely gutted, but the stock had a massive run lately. Like I'll just show you guys the chart. I mean, this is just disgusting. Like, look at how gross this chart is. Like, it's like, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, you know, and that's what happens after the lockup comes free. Everyone that had shares that were restricted, you know, prior to that merge, there it is. Okay, they were able to come out today. You see that big increase in volume as the selling pressure comes in. This company, they're very, 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 very early in their development stages. They're very, very, very young company as far as kind of where they are with their business plan. They are moving forward, they are progressing, but it's very, very, very early. When the stock was rallying like that, no way I would be comfortable investing in the stock all the way up at those prices. I'm actually happy that the stock has since pulled in significantly, because it kind of brings the stock back down to its valuation, back down to earth. And it's a company that I am keeping an eye on, but I do not own it in my long-term portfolios as of this day. GameStop puts. Yeah, I'm not a believer in GameStop. I'm just, I mean, listen, if GameStop is able to turn things around, it could be one hell of a move. It could really be like, you know, short squeeze of a lifetime. But they're just, you know, their business model scares me. It reminds me a lot of Blockbuster. You know, it just reminds me a lot of Blockbuster. I'm not comfortable, you know, with GameStop, with, you know, how it's like how Netflix killed Blockbuster and how just streaming companies killed Blockbuster. Like, why do you need to go to Blockbuster to rent a movie if you can watch a movie on your television? Like, what do you have to go to or download a movie or rent a movie from your television? Why do you have to go to Blockbuster to rent one? The same thing in video games. You don't have to go to GameStop to buy a video game anymore. You can download it and buy it directly from your video game console, directly from your Xbox or your PlayStation. You can buy it directly from there. So I know they're moving to like an online model, which they have to, but I just don't like companies that are behind. So like, yeah, okay, we're moving to this online model. Well, that's great. Why didn't you do that years ago? Like, you didn't have the foresight to see that shift in the space coming. And that's going to leave you at a major disadvantage to the market, because you're trying to play catch up. You're not prepared and established to then take advantage of, you know, a shift in consumer behavior and a shift in technology. So you're constantly playing catch up. And when you have companies that are playing catch up, those aren't the kind of companies that I want to be invested in. I want to be invested in the companies that are innovative, that, you know, see industry shifts and industry changes years ahead of time. That's where I want to be. You know, that's where I want to be. Like AMD, which you guys know is one of my favorite long-term investments. AMD switched to the TSM chips a long time ago, and you're seeing other chip makers are just starting to change to this new chip design. And AMD has already been there for a while, so they were already worked out some of those kinks, while other chip makers are just trying to get into that now. AMD is already established with that technology, so they're swallowing up market share on a daily basis. They're swallowing up market share. And I think that this is just really the beginning of what AMD can potentially become. And that's what I mean by innovation, you know, and being ahead of industry shifts. And I just don't feel like GameStop is. Oh, good question. I don't know. How is Airbnb still holding that market cap post IPO rush? I don't know, man. I'm surprised. Listen, I like Airbnb. I do. I just feel like it's so expensive. Their market cap is so high. It sucks because I hate situations like this. But I hate situations where I'm like, I can't justify the market cap and the value of the company stock, but I'm bullish on the company and I'm bullish on like where I think the company is going to go. So I just look at Airbnb as like, listen, I'm just, I'll be a buyer on a significant pullback. I don't own Airbnb right now in my long-term portfolio. It's just, I can't justify the valuation. Ayo, Gregory Kelly traded BNGO at work today, made $500 thanks to what I learned from TTG. Hell yeah, Gregory. Great job, man. Great job. Great job. Probably made more than at the job. Nice job, man. Really nice job. Do I think BIDU will pull an exhaustion move? No, I don't. I think BIDU is just recovering, which it should have. I own BIDU in my long-term portfolio. And I just think the stock got unfairly beaten up with everything that was going on with all the Chinese regulation. And the stock is recovering, and I feel like it's recovering justifiably. So I own BIDU. I'm bullish on BIDU. I think it is a good long-term hold. So I'm not expecting like a big exhaustion move and then a complete crash and reversal. Yeah, can the stock cool off a little bit and pull back? Of course. Stock's had a really big run over the last couple months. So yeah, I'll pull it up since we're talking about it. So here's Baidu. Okay. Massive move. Okay. I mean, you're talking about this stock back in September was at $118. The stock's now at $224. Man, I didn't realize it closed up at that dead high of the day today. Holy shit. Oh my God. Sorry guys. I didn't mean to just curse like that. My God, what a move. Wow. It traded much higher after hours. Wow, all the way to 224. So yeah, I mean, listen, I like Baidu. This is a nice resistance level for the stock. I mean, we blew through it today, though. We blew through this 210 level. So your 210 level was resistance. We blew right through it. Your next area of resistance is going to be up around 235. So I think, Baidu can probably can keep going a little bit. Some resistance here around 223, and then you have a gap fill that puts you up to like 228. So you are going to start to encounter some resistance up here. So listen, I do think the stock cools off a bit. This is a huge run. The stock probably cools off and consolidates for a little while, but long term, I still remain bullish on the company. What technicals do I first look at for a swing play? The technicals I look at first for a swing play is set up on the daily chart. Set up on the daily chart is going to be the first thing that I look at. Chart patterns on the daily chart. If it's a bullish setup, a bearish setup, is it a continuation pattern? Is it a reversal pattern? I look at the MACD indicator a lot when I'm thinking about swing trades. I look for bullish divergence, bearish divergence on the MACD. I look for signal line crossovers, zero line crossovers on the MACD. These are a lot of the things that I'll look for when it comes to swing trading. Jans Fernandez says, thanks to the team, I made over $2,000 on same day option call on plug. JD, the killer was NETE over 20%. Mike, thank you for your input. My man. Hell yeah, Jans. Hell yeah. Nice job. We made some money today on NETE. Hans, great job. Excellent day. How long will it take to go through all your education materials? That's totally on you, man. We have some people that can do it in a week. We have other people that do it in 3 months. It just depends on how much time you're willing to put into it. So we have a 15 course curriculum. The courses are, there's multiple chapters in each course. There's multiple lessons in each chapter. And then we have over 90 hours of additional educational video library content. So it's a lot. There's a lot of education there for you guys to unpack. Nice. Jay Castro just finished 2 courses today. Ricky Jennings says, if you go hard 5 days a week, you can probably finish in 3 weeks-ish. So Ricky Jennings is a member, just giving you an idea of how much educational content we have there. Can you give feedback on Hertz? My feedback is to stay away from it. Do I think NETE will go higher? NETE has major resistance at 20 that I was unable to break through today. It's got to get through 20. If NETE gets above 20, then you could see that stock continue to run and continue to squeeze. That stock is very disliked. That stock is pretty heavily shorted. If it gets through 20, you could see a squeeze. Sanjay, nice job. Sanjay made $930 on BNGO today. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Guy Ward traded BNGO, just like Jason went over in the morning. My only trade due to busy, but sold profits 3 times. Hell yeah, Guy. Great job. Take that any day. Nice. Mojo's Chick finished chapter 1 last night within about 2 hours. Nice. Mahogany Beats just got their first certificate today for finishing the first course. Way to go. No, Jasmine, the Tesla winner does not get my watch. The Tesla winner does not get my watch. We'd have to give away multiple Teslas. Palantir. Okay, I'll tell you guys the deal with Palantir. So people ask me about Palantir. Here's the deal with Palantir. I'm bullish on Palantir. I like Palantir, but I want to see the company focus more on attracting private sector business. They're very reliant on the U.S. government. Okay, they're very reliant on the U.S. government. I want to see them really make a strong push on getting into servicing the private sector and start to have less of their revenue so overweight on the government. Okay. Haseen, nice job. I made $3,000 on IPDN today. Very nicely done. Rob, $12.50 on NETE. Your only trade this week. Hey, $12.50. Take it. That's a nice week. Nice. Risky trade. Made money on BNGO like 3 times. Great job. Really great job. Sanitha, nice. Another BNGO winner. Great job, guys. Woo! Stephen Capone, 1770 today on INDO. Booyah! Hell yeah. Great job. Excellent job trading. Excellent job trading, everybody. You guys are killing it. I love it. Nice. Lincoln Rosenblood is doing his 3rd course tonight. Enjoy. Enjoy. Mike says, I went 4 for 6 today, netted 16% after the day ended. Most importantly, thanks to the courses. Options course next. Yes, Mike. Yes, I love seeing you guys go through the courses and then implement what you learn. I love it. I love it. And then now you're about to become a diversified trader. You're going to start to get into now the options section, the option courses. Keep it up, Mike. Keep it up, man. Ooh. All right, guys. My TTG fam, we need to answer World's End's question. So, guys, World's End says, hey, guys, is this guy legit? Referring to me. So, my TTG fam, sound off, comment in chat, answer World's End question. Am I legit? Is TTG legit? World's End, listen, brother, don't take it from me. I can tell you I'm legit. Don't take it from me. Read the comments that are about to come through on the chat. Take it from your peers, people that were in your exact same position just a few months ago that have since joined the TTG family and are getting a professional education. Read what they have to say about the TTG family. I began my trading career working at a fund on Wall Street where I was taught by professional traders how they trade. This is not stuff that I figured out on my own. It's not a gimmick. It's not some special secret. Okay, none of that nonsense. It's just the same stuff that I was taught when I got hired at a fund right out of college. All right, so there you can see some comments that are coming through. Not some, hundreds of comments that are coming through. So spend some time to go through and read them. Like I said, the best way for you to tell if a program is legit. Think of it this way. Before you go to eat at a restaurant, a brand new restaurant, what do? You read the Yelp reviews, right? You want to, you're going to listen to your peers. If your friend comes over one night for a beer and they're like, hey man, I just tried this new restaurant down the street. It's really, really, really good. You got to try the chicken parm. It's amazing. Oh my God. You're going to listen to them because why? Because they're your peer and they're the same position that you are. They were hungry. You're hungry. They like good food. You like good food. Well, the people that just commented in chat, they're trying to learn how to become a consistently profitable trader. They went somewhere, they got an education, they came back, they told you, hey man, this education is legit as hell. My trading is improving. Now you want the same. The best thing to do is to listen to your peers. Peter Luger's no review needed. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nice, Lincoln. 16+% on BNGO. Took more profits on EAF, EOSC, and MIK today. Nice. I didn't even look at either. I didn't look at any of those three tickers. I have no idea what either one of what those three tickers did today, but nice job. That's what I love. You're taking the education, you're trading stuff that I'm not even looking at, and you're ripping profits out. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Great job today. Woo! Antonio, $1,300, and his son made $2,400. Nice. A family that trades together stays together. That's what I say. Hell yeah. My thoughts on Snowflake. I love Snowflake. As a company, I love Snowflake. I love Snowflake. I'm bullish on Snowflake. XL, yeah, sure. I see a bunch of people are asking about XL. Well, here we have XL. Stocks in no man's land right now. Okay. Stocks in no man's land right now after the SPAC merger. It's in no man's land right now. Okay. To try to call this on a technical level, I think it's too difficult. Okay. I think it's too difficult to call this on a technical level. I don't see enough here. I don't see enough here to really feel comfortable with any type of analysis on it. Okay. It's too new. The stock has faded since the completion of the merge. Which is normal. I think you can see more of this kind of fade off. I think this thing can possibly even get back below the 20s. I don't see anything right here that makes me say, listen, I'm a buyer of this now. I think you'd have to, if you want to own XL, you're going to own it. If you're going to buy, I should say this, if you're going to buy XL right now, you're going to buy it based on some fundamental analysis that you have about the company. I'm not really up to speed with the fundamentals of the company all that much. I'm familiar with the company on a surface level. I don't really know the inner depths of the company. So if you're going to buy the company now, you're buying it on a fundamental reason, not a technical reason. I don't see anything from a technical standpoint that would cause me to buy the stock. Okay. Now that doesn't mean it's not a good buy here. Like I said, I'm not familiar enough with the company, the inner workings and of the company, and the fundamentals of the company. So I really can't give input or guidance on the future of the company if I don't know enough about it. Okay. But from a strictly a technical standpoint, I don't see a reason to get long here. I like CRM. Long term, I own CRM. I own a nice size position in CRM too. Taurus Trader. Wow. Before TTG, I never had a full week of green days. Wow. Look at this. Taurus Trader. Before TTG, I never had a full week of green days. Last 50 days, 2 red days. 2 red days in their last 50. All thanks to what Mike and the TTG family has taught me. 3.5 months, came to TTG, down 13,000. I'm now up 28,000. Yes. Yes, that's over $40,000 swing, baby, in 3.5 months. Yes. Woo! Congrats, my man. Congrats. Congrats. I love it. Love it. Oh, you guys make me so proud, man. You guys really do. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, guys. So that does it. That wraps it up for our open floor Q&A. I'm going to give some time for people to log on. Like I said, we have a really great live stream in store for you guys here tonight. We're going to talk about a brand new stock that I added to my long-term portfolio. I will be holding on to this stock for the next several years. I'm going to tell you guys what that ticker is and where I think the stock is going, why I like it, why I bought it. And I actually relied a little bit on someone else's analysis. Kind of, it's a company that I've been looking at over the last, I'd say, probably month. But someone else said something and it really, put me over the edge. And I'll tell you guys what that ticker symbol is and why I bought it. And then we're going to go over what are the sectors that I think are going to perform well in 2021 and where have I positioned some of my long-term portfolio to take advantage of what sectors I think are going to outperform. And some of the sectors that I'm going to tell you about may surprise some of you. Okay. May surprise some of you. Before we do, I want to get us up to 500 likes. I'm going to share with you today the stock that I just bought in my long-term portfolio. Now, let's go back and recap, because in March, I came on the live stream and I told everybody, buy AMD. If you've been following my channel for a while, I told everybody at $44, buy AMD. AMD has since gone to like $97 in just the past couple of months. Okay. Now I'm telling you guys, what is the stock? What's a new stock that I just added to my long-term portfolio? And I will tell you guys once we get to 500 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Turn that thumb blue. All right. Show me how much you guys appreciate the time, energy, and effort that I put into all these lives and the time and energy that I spend answering all of your questions to do whatever I can to help you guys, to help you guys make money. That's my goal. Help you guys make money. So go ahead, guys. Smash that like button. A couple more to go. We got about 80 more to go. Come on, guys. We got about 50 more to go. And then I'll tell you guys what's the stock I added in my long-term portfolio today. What got me into wanting to teach? It's not that I wanted to teach. I did it already. Like even before True Trading Group, I would always talk to my friends, my family. Like I love talking about, in case you guys haven't noticed, I love talking about stocks. 2 things I'll never turn down a conversation about, and that's stocks and sports. I can talk about those 2 things all day, every day for the rest of my life and be totally happy. So I did it all the time. I did it all the time, but it wasn't until I'll tell you guys actually a quick story. While I still wait for 500 likes, we got 25 more to go. So while I tell you this quick little story, okay, 25 more likes. Let's go. Smash them, guys. Let's get to 500. Then I'll tell you guys what the stock is that I bought in my long-term portfolio today. So I was actually at a family event, and my brother-in-law, his cousin, is a trader. He trades crypto, he trades stocks, he trades options, he does like fantasy, everything, sports. He's a nutcase, plays online poker, the kid's nuts. But we would always talk shop. We would always talk about stocks. You know, he would always ask for my opinion. He would like pick my brain because he knew my background. He knew I was working at a fund, and you know, we would always just kind of talk shop. So he shows me one day this stock. He's going over this setup, and he's like, "Yeah, well, you know, what about this stock? What do you think about this?" And he's talking about it, and I told him, "No, I don't see anything here." He goes, "What do you mean? You don't see this and this setup?" And he's like breaking down all these things, and he shows me this Fibonacci level, and I'm like, "Wait, whoa. I'm like, "Hold on a second, man. Go back." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He was using the Fibonacci levels wrong. The way he was using Fibonacci retracement levels was completely wrong. Totally, completely wrong. And I'm like, "Where did you, you know, like," and he was like arguing with me like that it's right. And I'm like, "No, man, I'm telling you, bro, that's not how you do it." Turns out he paid like $3,600 for some like DVD package course from somebody. This is a long time ago, guys. And when he told me this, I was like, whoa. I'm like, you mean to tell me somebody charged you $3,600 to give you wrong information? And you don't know any better. You think the person knows their stuff and you're listening to them. Obviously, you're actually telling me that this is the setup. You're telling me, someone that's traded professionally on Wall Street, that this Fibonacci level, that this is how you're supposed to use it. I'm like, you're wrong. And that's when I realized how much bullshit is actually out there and how many people you have out there that are just jamming courses and stuff down people's throat, but they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, like at all whatsoever. I'm not saying everybody, I'm not talking smack on everybody. There's a lot of good people and good educators that are out there, but there's also a lot of bullshit clowns. And that's when I realized, I was like, wow, there is really not a place for like real education out there. And I was like, it should not be this difficult for the average person to learn how to trade stocks and options. Like, you can find basically anything online that you want to learn how to do, or a skill that you want to acquire. You can just like go on YouTube and watch how to change the oil on your car, how to bake a cake, how to do whatever the hell you want to do. You know, how to, you know, make your own wine, like whatever. You can, you know, literally do anything. Find out how to do anything online. It shouldn't be this difficult to figure out how to trade stocks and options. And that's how the idea of True Trading Group was born, right there. It was that day. That was the day that the idea of True Trading Group was born. So, and I just love it. I love it. Honestly, like, you guys have to understand something. I know I'm getting off topic, but you know, I'm kind of, you know, I get emotional about this kind of stuff because I'm very blessed to be where I am today, financially in my life. I'm 35 years old, you know, and if you told me when I was 20 that this is where I would be at 35, I would have said, no way, you're crazy. So I've been very lucky, but I didn't get here on my own. I had a mentor that really helped me, that really helped me throughout my career. And it was my boss. And that mentorship that he gave me is what has allowed me to become, you know, the person that I am today, and the trader that I am, and what I've been able to accomplish. And he really changed the entire course of direction of my life. And he didn't have to answer all my questions. I used to follow this guy to lunch. I used to follow him in the elevator. I used to annoy the shit out of this guy, but he always took the time to answer my questions. So that mentorship is what made me the trader that I am today. And I'm humble enough to say that I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for that. Okay. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. So when I have people that come back to me, okay. When I have people that come back to me and ask me questions, and they're looking to me to be a mentor, I take that stuff very seriously, because I know what the quality mentorship, what that did for me, and how that changed the course of the rest of my life. So when someone looks to me to be that for them, I take it very serious, because I realize that, okay, if I take this serious and if this person takes this serious, we could potentially change the direction of the course of the rest of their life, just like how my mentor changed the course of the direction of mine. So I take it very serious. And that's kind of how True Trading Group really kind of came to be, guys. Okay. And that's where, you know, and then you add all that together with just my passion for stocks, and here we are. All right. So like I said, quick little story. Well, we got ourselves to 500 likes. Thank you guys for the 500 likes. I appreciate all of you. I love you guys. It really shows me how much you appreciate the time and energy I put into the stuff. Now, how many of you, before I get into the stock that I bought today, how many of you are brand new to trading? If you're brand new to trading, type the number 1 in chat right now. I want to see how many newbies we've got. All right. AC Royal, Barna, Sanjay, World's End, Blessed, Sean, Eli, Sean again, Dijeezy, John Fanning, Parwez, Oil Fan, Jody Green, Kadar, Mr. Bean, Mike, Tao Nguyen, Matthew White, James Lee, Indoor Smokers, SBSB, LLC, Tatian, Rick's Video, Rafa Rowe, Joe, Mohos Chick, Diane, BND, Desavi. Nice. Oil Fan just joined the family today. My man, welcome to the family. Cylone, Lol Zim, Jason Stone, Satish Kumar, Alpha Rexy, Kelter, Adam, a.k.a. Santa Shug is my hero. You see that, Adam? Santa Shug. Kim Robinson. Nice, guys. Beautiful. Nice. Parwez just joined the family today. Welcome to the family. Welcome, 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 welcome. Giovanni, Bilal, what's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Beautiful. For those of you that typed the number 1 in chat, tell me real quick, comment in chat, what are your goals? What are your goals with learning how to trade? What are your goals with learning how to trade? Why? Why are you guys trying to do this? Joined last week, really feeling more confident. Oh, whoa, Indoor Smokers joined last week, really feeling more confident already. Welcome to the family. All right, John, make money, have fun answering it. Freedom, pay off my mortgage, how to find patterns, be a good steward of my money, nice, to fund my ideas, tired of working, leave my family some inheritance, leave my job, pay off my car, buy a house, financial freedom. I hate my manager at work, extra income, be my own boss. Amen to that, Sean. Pay for my daughter's college. Amen to that. Quit my day job, financial stability, let my husband retire. You're a great wife, Kim. You are a great wife. Finally, leave my job, leave money for my kids. Awesome. Buy a Porsche. I have never been told I look like Eminem. No. I have been told I look like, what's that guy's name? Dr. McDreamy. What's his name? Patrick Dempsey. I have been told I look like Patrick Dempsey. That's what I get. That's what I get the most of. Not Eminem. I've never been told Eminem. I don't know how I feel about that. But guys, we're like, all right, so good. So we have a lot of people that were commenting there. A lot of people that were commenting there that were talking about kind of what your goals are. And honestly, everything that you guys are commenting in chat, it's all realistic, but it's not easy. It's not just something that you're just going to happen overnight. I'm not here to tell you, I'm not here to promise you Lambos and mansions. I'm not here to promise you some get rich quick scheme. I'm not here to promise you that if you just sign up to True Trading Group and you'll make and you'll make $1 million. There it is. Do I look like him? Do I look like this is Adam, guys? Everyone thank Adam for this. Adam is posting up Patrick Dempsey. All right, come on, let's go.
All right. Let me fix it.
All right. So So anyway, guys, it's like I was saying, everything that you guys are all commenting, it's all realistic. But listen, I'm telling you guys this now. You guys, it's just like anything else. When you are learning how to become a consistently profitable trader, you are learning a skill. Okay, it's something that you're going to have to put in work and time and energy to do so. And if you're willing to, I will be there with you. The rest of the TGD fam will be there with you every single step of the way. Becoming a consistently profitable trader is one of the few professions where you truly have no upside cap. You have no upside limit. You want to make 100 grand a year, 200, 500, a million, 2 million, 5 million, you can. There's literally nothing stopping you. I always make the example of my sister. My sister's a high school English teacher, phenomenal teacher. The kids absolutely love her. But she could be the best English teacher in the country. There's a limit to how much money she can make, right? You could be the best cop in the entire country, get as many promotions as you possibly can to become police chief. There's a limit. There's a cap to how much money that you can make. When it comes to trading, there is no potential cap. Okay. You can, I've been doing this for now going on 17 years. Okay. And you guys, every year you can just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. There's no limit to the potential earnings that you can make. As long as you have internet, you can trade from anywhere in the world. Okay. So it's one of the most beautiful things when you guys get to that point. I promise you the journey, it's worth it. I promise you the destination is worth it. Okay. So before now I get into that, I want to make sure a lot of people were already asking. I think World's End, a couple other people were asking about the trial membership. So I guess a couple of you have already been on the live stream. I saw a lot of people commenting about it. We do have a 7-day trial. For those of you that are brand new, that have typed the number 1 in chat, this is a great place for you guys to start as far as getting an education, because with our 7-day trial, it's just $3. It is a one-time payment of $3. It gets you 7-day access to our member dashboard with access to 3 trial courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. Whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you've been doing this for 20 years, I guarantee you those courses are going to help make you a better trader. Those courses alone are probably worth a few $100, but they're included with your trial. And you're also going to be able to see all of our trading history and records. Okay. Because myself and the moderators in True Trading Group that call out trades, we keep a track, we keep a journal of all of our trading performance right there on the website for you to see. All the wins, all the losses, all the break evens. You guys can see exactly all of our trading performance. Okay. Exactly from your trading performance. Okay. You will also, guys, will be able to use our due diligence tools where you can actually type in a ticker symbol, okay, and get a downloadable PDF report with a bunch of information on the company, including free analyst ratings. Okay, free analyst. Now that can really help you. Speaking of our live stream tonight, which the lesson we're going to talk about is long-term portfolio ideas for 2021 and what stock that I just bought today in my long-term portfolio. It's a great time for you guys to be thinking about something where you can get free analyst ratings and free reports on any company you're interested in. You're also going to get 3 days live in our chat room to trade alongside me and the rest of the TTG family, where I share my screen, the other moderators share their screen. We're live on the microphone talking to you throughout the entire day with what we're doing. And we also give you real-time alerts on when we are buying and selling stocks throughout the course of the day. Okay, remember, guys, this is just a one-time payment of $3. It is not reoccurring. Okay, after the 7 days are up, if you do nothing, it just expires. There's no auto renew. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during the trial, but you're under no obligation to do so. Guys, again, seriously, it's just $3. All right, it's just $3. And I think before I move on to the lesson, okay, I've got a special guest, I think, that wants to come on and give you a quick hello. And I think she wants to come on and say something here, guys. So I need everybody to give a nice big hello to Minna.
Raise your hand if you're married.
What?
What? Minna, say, sign up for the trial.
What? The what now?
Say, sign up for the trial.
Sign up for the what?
For the trial.
Try what?
Oh, God.
Well, guys, it's right there at the bottom of your screen.
All right, stop sitting there. All right, say goodnight.
Wait.
All right, good night, Minna. You got to go to bed.
Good night.
No. Wait.
Good night, Minna.
Wait, if you're married, everyone.
Guys, for those of you that are new, that is Adam. That's Adam's beautiful daughter, Minna. Adam is my partner and co-founder in True Training Group. It's also my goddaughter. All right, guys. Nice, Judy. Mike, my friend, just signed up for the lifetime because he looked at my P&L. Yes, Judy. Yes, Judy. We better be close to that mark, Judy. We got to be getting close to that mark. I made that bet with you like a year ago. We got to be getting there, Judy. You're almost there. Hell yeah, Judy. I knew it. I knew you would get there. I knew you would get there. I knew you would get there. Hell yeah. I'll have her detailed. Don't worry. I'll have her detailed. I'll have it waxed. I'll make sure the tires shine. Don't worry. All right, guys. So like I said, so sign up for that 7-day trial, guys. Go to ttgthree.com for that 7-day trial. Now let's get into the new long-term stock that I just added in my long-term portfolio. You guys ready for it? The ticker symbol of the stock that I've just added in my long-term portfolio is ticker symbol GAN. Ticker symbol GAN. This is the stock that I have just added in my long-term portfolio. Ticker symbol GAN. Let me explain to you guys what GAN does. Okay. GAN, this is a $21 stock. I bought the stock today at what, like 1950, 1930, something like that. I don't remember. Well, here, actually, hold on a second. I'll tell you guys exactly what the price is. Hold on, guys. I'll give you guys the price. 1960, $19.60. Okay, so I bought the stock today at $19.60. The stock is already at $20.80, already up $1.20 a share on this position. But again, listen, this is a long-term portfolio add. Okay, I am not concerned with what the stock is doing today. I'm not going to, yes, it's cool that I bought it at today and the stock's already up $1.20. That's awesome. Okay, but I don't care. The stock, I could have bought it today. It could have went down $1.20. I don't care. Okay, this is a stock I'm going to be holding for the next probably 3 years at least. And let me explain what the company does. The company provides software solutions for the online gambling industry. Okay, so all your online casinos, all those online betting sites, all those online gambling sites, all of that, this company provides SaaS and all those software solutions to those companies. Now, remember what I said to you guys before about how with the gold rush, the companies that made the most money were the ones selling the shovels, right? This is a similar situation to that. I am very, very bullish on the online gambling industry. Okay. If you look at like DraftKings and you look at like how much fantasy sports, Barstool Sports, right? All that fantasy stuff, how it has absolutely exploded. That is just the tip of the iceberg as far as the online gambling and online gaming industry. And COVID has accelerated that growth because people needed to get a fix. They can't go out. They can't do this. They can't go there. So what do? They go online and they start doing fantasy stuff. They start gambling. They start playing poker. They start trading stocks. They start, playing blackjack and roulette, and they start doing all these things. Well, I look at the online gaming, the online gambling sector. They're very, very, very similar to the cannabis sector in the United States, where there is federal regulation in the industry, but you have individual state legislation that is approving the use of cannabis and online gambling on a state-by-state basis. Now, I'm a firm believer that with both industries, you will see federal legalization, or you will at least see more and more and more states adopting, use of cannabis and or online gambling. Okay, so I believe that as that continues to progress, the total addressable market for the online gaming space is massive. It is massive. Okay, so I am coming in here making a bet on a company like a GAN that provides software solutions to these companies where they could actually serve all of these different companies, all these different casinos, all these different other like third-party platforms where people can come on and transact and gamble. They are going to be providing software solutions to those companies. Okay. Now, let me explain to you guys. This is a company that I've been actually looking into probably for the last month or so, but I did not pull the trigger on the stock until today. Now, why? The reason why I have still not bought the stock is because I don't know enough about the management team. I don't like really sinking my teeth into a new position if I'm not familiar with the management team. And with this company, I just wasn't. Okay. However, yesterday on CNBC, Dan Niles. Dan Niles is someone that I value his opinion. He's a brilliant guy, a brilliant guy. So I actually really, he's been spot on with a lot of different things. I value his opinion. So he came on and he's also actually was very bullish on AMD. AMD was one of his top 5 picks last year. And GAN, I'm watching CNBC. He comes on and gives his top 5 picks for 2021. And they're going through the list. He's got JP Morgan. He was talking about Oracle for a while. And I look up, he actually didn't talk about it because they didn't ask him about it. But when they had it up on the screen, they listed the 5 stocks and GAN was on there. I go, are you kidding me? I don't even know anybody even knew about GAN. The stock's only been trading for a little while. I was shocked to see that ticker symbol up there. And I'm like, okay, if Dan Niles has GAN as one of his top picks for 2021, that means that he's very familiar with the management team there. He does not invest in companies that he does not understand or has a relationship with the management team. If he comes in and invests in a company, he's a big investor. He's going to trust me, be familiar with the management team. So that was the final thing that I needed just to put my stamp of, okay, you know what? The management team's got to be solid. The time to do it is now. And especially since the company got coverage on CNBC. This company nobody knew about. This company's totally under the radar. But then now I see the ticker symbol on CNBC. I'm like, I better buy it now, because once you get a company like that on CNBC, people start to talk about it. Just like, look, I'm talking about it now. I'm telling you about it right now. What are you going to do? You're pulling it up. You're looking at it. You might buy shares tomorrow. Like, people start to talk about it now. So I'm like, you know what? But before this stock gets any more coverage, let me come in and buy this thing now, because you also had another company that I like, GNOG, which was formerly the SPAC LCA. That's Tillman Fertitta's. That's the Golden Nugget SPAC merger. Again, Golden Nugget. Online gambling. That's another company that I really like. So that merger was just voted on and completed. The ticker symbol just changed today. GNOG used to be LCA. So that's Golden Nugget. Golden Nugget Online Gambling. Okay, so that is now another company where I'm like, okay, maybe that gets media exposure because that merger was just completed. So then now you might get like people talking about the online gaming, consumer discretionary sector, which consumer discretionaries is actually a sector that I believe is going to outperform in 2021. Online gaming is going to be in that space. Okay, so I'm like thinking to myself, okay, we're going to start to get some of that now. It's like, you know, you have like it's in the media now. Like, people are going to start talking about this industry, and I'm like, people are going to start to look into these companies. I'm like, let me buy it now. So I came in there, I bought it today at $19.60. I plan on holding it for the next couple of years as more and more states adopt online gambling. And you're going to need companies like GAN to service them. SE is another one. SE is another one. That company's had a huge run this year. And GE, I think, has that type of potential. GAN has that type of potential. So currently, I bought it around 1960. Stock's already up at like 21. I think this is a $50 stock within the next 2 to 3 years. Easy. Okay, easy. It's a $50 stock in the next 2 to 3 years. Easy. All right, so that's the new company that I just added to my long-term portfolio. Now, let's talk a little bit, guys. About now what sectors do I think are going to outperform next year? What are some other companies besides GAN? What are some other companies that I like next year? Now, again, we're talking now today, long-term portfolio ideas. That's a title of this live stream. Long-term portfolio ideas for 2021. These are not swing trades. Let me repeat. These are not swing trades. Okay. So other sectors that I believe strongly in is the energy space. I am a strong believer. I am bullish as all hell on oil second half of 2021. second half of 2021, I think we're going to see a surge in economic activity like you have never seen. Okay. Like you have never seen. All you need to do is look at China. Now, how China is having the recovery that they are having without a vaccine blows my mind. Okay. Blows my mind. Say whatever you want about, oh, you can't trust their stuff, but the economic numbers that are coming out of China are phenomenal. They're phenomenal. And that shows that everybody that came out of their lockdown, what do? They went out and they spent money like crazy. You're going to get that exact same thing happen here in the United States. In the United States, once we reach a level of herd immunity, call it springtime, okay, call it Q2, whatever. By Q3, once you get to the back end of the summer and into the fall, I think we're going to see a massive, massive, massive boom in economic activity. Markets continue to push to new all-time highs. I think we break over 4,000 on the S&P. Rates stay low. That will continue to push equity prices and asset prices higher. And I think that economic demand, people are going to drive everywhere. They're going to fly everywhere. They're going to go. And I think that is going to cause demand for oil to increase. And that I think you can probably see oil back at $60 a barrel next year. I think we at least get into the mid 50s, in oil. I think we could possibly get ourselves up into 60. Now, this was the perfect year to hate energy so much because it's the perfect year to hate energy because you had the entire economy shut down for the whole year. Nobody was flying, nobody was driving, nobody was going on cruises. So nobody needed oil. So supply far outpaced demand. You also had, during Trump's presidency, a lot of deregulation in the oil industry, which led to increased supply, which allowed oil producers to actually pull more and more and more oil out of the ground, which now the United States is, for people that don't know this, is the largest producer of oil now in the world, more than Saudi Arabia, more than Russia. But what could actually happen here now? And some people asked me today, were like, well, Mike, what about, now with the Democrats controlling the White House, and they were like, what happens if Democrats take over control of the Senate on January 5th with the Georgia runoffs? That's something that's really, really important that you guys will be paying attention to because it will change the entire dynamic of the market if the Democrats do win the Georgia runoffs. Let me explain how. Okay. Right now, the market's not pricing in the Democrats taking control of the Senate. Okay. But if they do take control of the Senate, a couple of things are going to happen. My opinion is that you're going to see a pullback in overall markets because the earnings guidance and EPS forecasts for next year on the S&P are going to have to be revised lower. The reason why they're going to have to be revised lower is because you're going to assume that with a full Democrat-controlled government, that you're going to have higher corporate taxes. Now, if you have higher corporate taxes on these companies, that means their bottom line profit, their net profit earnings are going to therefore be lower. Okay, if they pay an extra 5 or 6% in taxes or 7% in taxes, that's money that would have otherwise been booked as profit. So their earnings guidance for the following year is going to have to be revised down. Okay, so that adjustment will cause a pullback in the overall market, but it will see a boost in other sectors. So think about where will sectors see a boost. The cannabis sector is going to see a boost because you're going to have a higher chance of cannabis getting passed on a federal level with a Democrat-controlled government. You're going to see the EV stocks will probably have another round of boost. And solar stocks will probably have another round of boost and excitement. So you remember the solar stocks, the EV stocks, they all went crazy right around the election. Okay, if the Democrats take over control of the Senate, those are sectors that I would look for there to be nice extension moves and nice powerful moves. Guys, listen, and whatever your political bias is, irrelevant, throw it out the window. You got to talk about how are you going to make money? Okay, how are you going to make money from what's going on in the world? Right? How are you going to make money? That's what we're talking about. Long-term portfolio ideas for 2021. And what are the certain things that could potentially make some sectors get hot, some sectors get cold? I think with oil, because that's what we're talking about, the energy sector, I'm bullish on the energy sector regardless. Okay. Because I actually think if a Democrat-controlled government, if Biden adds regulation to the oil industry, I actually don't see that as a negative thing for oil. Because if he adds regulation to the oil industry, you know what that's going to do? It's going to reduce supply. it's going to make it harder now for the oil companies to keep up with the production that they're currently doing, which is going to lower supply. Well, if you lower supply and then you have this massive economic boom in the second half of the year, once people get out and start traveling again, that's going to increase demand. If you increase demand at the same time that you cut supply, what's that going to do to the price of oil? It's going to spike. Now, yes, I believe in the electric vehicle market, but guess what, guys? It's not happening tomorrow. Only 3% of all the cars in the United States are electric vehicles. It's going to take a decade or two in order for us to really make another switch. Oil's not going anywhere. Okay, so it was the perfect year to hate oil. And that's why I think energy and oil is going to have a great year next year, especially the second half of next year. Some companies that I like, 3 companies that I own specifically for that recovery: Chevron, OXY, and OKE. Those are the 3 stocks, okay, that I own, that I have positioned myself for to take advantage of what I think is going to be a strong year for the price of oil. Chevron, I think, is the best oil company on the planet. They've got the strongest balance sheet. I like them better than Exxon. I think they're the strongest balance sheet, and I think they are in the best position to adapt. These oil companies are going to have to adapt going forward because the clean energy movement is real. Okay, it is real. And the whole, ESG investing and, that stuff is real. I think you're going to start to see these oil companies that have very strong balance sheets and that are packed with cash. I think they're going to have to start to acquire smaller green tech energy companies in order to stay diversified and hedge against their oil business, because they are going to have to start to make shifts to clean tech. They're going to have to. They're going to just you're just going to have to. So I think that Chevron is best positioned from a financial standpoint to take advantage of that. Plus, they pay a solid ass dividend. They pay like a 5% dividend. Okay, so you got a real strong dividend on Chevron. They're one of the best balance sheet companies in the energy space. I like Chevron. I also like OXY. OXY is a little bit of a higher risk, not a little bit, it's a much higher risk play than a Chevron, but the potential reward is there. If OXY comes out swinging, you can be looking at triple digit gain percentage on OXY. Chevron, not likely you see 100% gain in the next couple of years. OXY, 100% possible to see triple digit gain potential on that stock. And OKE, another real strong dividend paying stock. That's more of a gas play. But I do like OKE also. So those are 3 companies that I own. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you guys this now. I bought these companies much lower. I'm up big on a lot of these positions already, but I do think that all 3 of those stocks do perform nicely next year. And that's because I do believe in the energy space. Okay, so that's one area that I believe in. Financials, I think, are going to actually do pretty well as treasury yields and interest rates start to rise at the end of next year. JP Morgan is the bank that I own a few of the banks, but JP Morgan's my biggest. I like JP Morgan. It's the bank that I use. The reason why I like JP Morgan the best, I think that they are the best combination of commercial banking exposure and consumer banking exposure with institutional banking. So you have like Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs does not provide consumer banking. Okay, you can't walk into a Goldman Sachs branch and open up a bank account. You can't like get a debit card from Goldman Sachs like you can Bank of America, JP Morgan, Citigroup. You can't do that. They don't provide Wells Fargo. Goldman Sachs is more of an institutional machine, really. They're an investment bank and a hedge fund, really, and an asset manager and mergers and acquisitions, et cetera. So they're not going to be exposed to things like consumers not being able to pay their mortgage, consumers not being able to pay their credit cards. The other banks will. Okay, the other banks will. But I think JP Morgan is the perfect combination of exposure to the consumer and exposure to the institutional. So I really like JP Morgan, and I love Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon is one of my favorite executives in the entire country. Okay, I love Jamie Dimon. I think he's a brilliant man. I respect the shit out of him. So I like JP Morgan. And then, like I said, consumer discretionaries. I like, online gaming. That fits right into that sector as well. And then cloud computing. I'm big on cloud computing. Okay. Cloud computing, cloud storage. That is a sector that I think is going to continue to grow next year. 2 companies that I like that I own: PSTG, CLDR, DDOG, FSLY. are just a couple companies. PSTG and CLDR are much cheaper stocks. I'll pull up the chart for you guys on these. PSTG. Okay, here's a chart of PSTG. You can see just, $23 stock. I own this stock from like $18. It's at 23. CLDR, I own this stock from like $11. It's at 14. So these are just a couple of stocks that you guys can keep an eye on. These are stocks that I own. And then you have Datadog, DDOG. I love Datadog. I think Datadog, honestly, anywhere between $800 and $100, I think that's a good area to be buying DDOG. That's a stock that I believe in long term. I also do own FSLY. FSLY has had a wild ride this year, but I think eventually in the long term, this company, settles in pretty nicely, and you're looking at a nice company there with software applications in the cloud computing space. Okay. So these are just a few of the companies, guys, that I like for next year. And then I still am bullish on the semiconductors. I still do like AMD. Taiwan Semiconductor is another one that's a good one. LCRX is a good one. NVIDIA, some other companies that I do still really, really like. And I think that that's where you're going to see some outperformance. I don't necessarily think it's going to be the Apples, Amazons, Googles, Facebooks, Microsofts. I don't think that's going to be the stocks that are going to lead next year. Those stocks have led us higher for the last several years. And I don't think it's going to be the big tech names. I think you're going to have increased regulation. Now, a Democrat-controlled government would make it, I think, more likely that you have increased regulation and probing into Facebook, Apple, Google. You're going to have that looming regulation on those companies that, with a Democrat-controlled government, that means, potential of more regulation. And that's going to, I think, keep a little bit of a ceiling on those stocks. I think it's going to keep a little bit of a ceiling on those stocks. And I think it's going to be all about the reopening trade. And that's when I think you're really going to see some of these other sectors really outperform next year. And that's how I've positioned myself to take advantage of that movement next year. Now, that does not mean I have sold any of my Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook. I've not sold any of those stocks. I don't plan on selling those stocks. I'm just not adding to them right now. Okay. I'm adding to other names. Okay. So does that make sense, guys? That is kind of my thought process here going into 2021. I gave you guys a nice couple ideas on some long-term portfolio ads. I added GAN was the company I added today. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you guys kind of, maybe make some moves in your own long-term portfolio. I will kind of disclose here, disclaimer that, guys, all this stuff is totally my opinion. I'm telling you what I am doing. I do recommend when you guys are investing for the long term. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You guys should talk to a financial advisor to help meet your own investment goals. Okay, but this is what I'm doing. This is what I think for next year. And if you guys want to check it out and take a look at some of my ideas, that's why I'm here. Okay, that's why I'm here. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, about what I just said? Does anybody have any questions about specific sectors or specific companies that I just talked about? Anybody have any questions in general about what I just said? Do I plan on adding to GAN? I would add to GAN, not for a reason of price. I would not add to GAN if the stock goes up or down. I would add to GAN as the company grows. So you guys have to understand. So how I do my long-term portfolio, this is how it works. Okay. When I initiate a new position, GAN is a brand new position. I've never owned shares of GAN prior to this ad. Okay. Now, the way that I will now do my long-term portfolios, because now I have a list of stocks that I love. And if the overall market pulls in, I add to those companies. GAN is not on that list yet. But let's say 1 year, 2 years go by, the company's growing. They go from, this much revenue to this much revenue, this many employees to this many employees, and the company is growing. Then I will add that stock to that list. And then when you get pullbacks, that's a company that I'm going to add. I only add to companies once they prove to me that they deserve to be added to. Okay. So like Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, AMD, Nvidia, Disney, Qualcomm, PayPal, all those companies are on my list of buy, because they've earned it. They've earned that. Those companies have grown exponentially over the last 10 years from when I've been buying these companies. Okay. So, but you have to earn your seat at that table. You have to earn your name, your way onto that list for me. GAN is not on that list. It's too young of a company. I've initiated an initial position. Okay. It's not a big portion in my long-term portfolio. I own like 200 different stocks in my long-term portfolio. So it's not like a huge piece, right? My biggest holding is Apple. It will probably forever remain Apple. My top 5 biggest holdings are Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft. Okay, by far, those are my 5 biggest holdings. Then coming up in the rear, AMD, Nvidia, Qualcomm, those companies are kind of right there. Disney, I own a lot of too. PayPal, those companies are right up the rear. But I own like 200 different stocks, guys. So if GAN continues to build into and grows and becomes something bigger than it is today, then it'll work its way onto that list, and then I'll buy pullbacks. Okay. Yeah. Dan Niles also did do Magna. Magna is they're like a component maker for the electric vehicle space. So again, similar to how I said how instead of you buying and investing in the automaker, because who's going to catch Tesla? And then don't forget, you have everyone's acting like GM and Ford and Toyota and Volkswagen, and people are acting like they don't exist, like they're just not going to make electric vehicles, and everyone's looking for like, ooh, I'm going to buy Fisker. Come on, Fisker's gone bankrupt 5 times, right? Like you're forgetting that all these other companies are going to make electric vehicles. So you have all these electric vehicle makers, these new ones. You guys remember how cash intensive building an electric vehicle brand is. You guys remember how close Tesla was to actually going out of business, not once, but twice, because they were running out of cash. Okay. A lot of those electric vehicle makers are not going to make it. Okay. That's what I'm saying. It's like, instead of betting on the maker, I'd rather bet on the infrastructure development, the companies that are going to have to make the charging stations. Dan Niles going with Magna, which is a component maker, which they make parts for electric vehicles instead of buying an electric vehicle brand. Just another way to play it. Just another way to play the space. Is it possible to buy pre-IPO? It's possible to buy pre-IPO if you are an accredited investor. Okay. So I do buy things pre-IPO. I'm actually getting an allocation right now on SoFi. SoFi is a fintech company, kind of similar to like a lending tree kind of business concept. But SoFi is a fintech company. I like SoFi a lot. I'm actually bullish on fintech, on the fintech space. But you have to be an accredited investor to buy pre-IPO stock. Nice, Joe. Welcome to the family, Joe. Welcome to the family. The ticker symbol is M for that Magna company. I don't own Magna. But that was one of the companies that Dan Niles mentioned. Ticker symbol is MGA. I don't know enough about that BTWN yet, because I don't know enough about the Indonesia company that they're buying, or they're trying to. That has not been done yet. They're trying to. All right, guys. Dividend stocks for a young investor. No name dividend stocks for a young investor. Chevron, ABBV, Pepsi, and Verizon. You can start there. And then you can start there. Nice, Maya, or Mia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Currently up to 18,500. I started with 10 grand. Thanks to TTG. Would you focus on using all of my capital to keep building my account for day trading, or start to think about allocating some funds for long term? I would say start thinking about allocating some funds to long term. The idea with your active trading accounts, guys, your active trading accounts, you want to be able to generate income with your active trading and then take that money and invest it long term. So I would definitely say to start thinking about putting some of that money into something long-term. It doesn't have to be a lot. You guys, so many people feel like they're like, oh, I only have 5 grand. So what's the point? What do you mean? Like you got to start sooner or later. Were you going to wait until you have 100 grand to invest into a couple of stocks? Like, guys, how do you think, I've built one hell of a long-term portfolio over the last 10 years. You take a look at some of the companies that I own, Amazon, Apple, Google. I mean, come on, look at those companies I've done. You got to start somewhere. And then, you add to these positions as time goes on. So as you make more money, then you buy more, you invest more. You got to start somewhere. Okay, guys? Cool. All right, guys. Good stuff. Perfect. Okay, guys. So that just about does it there for the long-term portfolio ideas. I really hope this is helpful. I hope this stuff is helpful. I get so many questions from people about long-term stuff. I figured today was a great day because I just bought a new position. I felt like it was a great day to come on and talk to you guys about some long-term portfolio stuff going into next year. I really hope this is helpful. I hope this stuff is helpful. I'm here for you guys. I'll share with you my input. I'll share with you my thoughts. It's up to you what you guys want to do with the information that I share with you. Again, it's all my opinion. And that's that. Okay. Real quick, guys, I want to do a quick little roll call. I want to see how many of you are not members of True Trading Group. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, guys, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right. Thien Fam, 4 of us, Jag NYC, Hara, World's End, Andreas RV, John, No Name, Chris Darling, Emma, Arnold, Diane Fig, Brian Rockford, Mark Hunt, Jorge Jimenez, Anand Baga, Rad Elmeni, Kevin Jang, Cam DeAndrea, Pick Mal, Baska Kumar, Talon Designs, Matthew White. Hey, Michael Martinez. Yeah, you used to type TTG, brother. Not anymore. Welcome to the family. Kelvin Gorley, Ashish, Josh, Tech Denroy, Kati Mati Batain. I hope I pronounced that right. Miljaj, Jason Stone, Chris Copeland, B. Tessera. Jason Stone, that's a great name. Dan Huang, Sarah Essel, Donald Holt, Marcia Akaji, Karan. Yeah, Susan. Typed TTG last week, not today. Recent family. Dennis, John Quack, Nina, Ghost, Ernest. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Excellent. Beautiful. Guys, listen up. For those that just typed the letters TTG in chat right now, before I go for the night, I want to make sure you guys are totally aware of the deal you have now to join the TTG family, because starting January 1st, our prices are going up significantly. So I'm telling you guys this all now. Any of you that type the letters TTG in chat right now, if you have been considering joining the TTG family, your time to do so is right now before our prices go up on January 1st. Okay, let me explain to you guys what you get access to as a member, because we are a lot more than just a chat service or a trade alert service. We are an entire platform for traders. We take the top premium trading tools products and we bundle them together as part of your TTG membership. We are an all-inclusive platform. There are no upsells in True Trading Group ever. You pay one price, you get access to everything that we have. You don't sign up and then it's like, oh, wait, there's VIP courses that are going to cost you more money. Bullshit. Everything you get access to all at once, one price, you pay, you get access to everything. There's no upsells in True Trading Group, okay? When you join the family, you get access to everything that we have. We provide you with a real-time BNGO Pro news feed directly in our chat room. This gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts right directly in our chat. You also get a squawk box feature, which if you don't want to read the news headlines, maybe you're busy in a trade, you're focused, turn on your speakers, turn on the squawk box feature, and when a news alert comes across the wire, somebody will read that news alert out to you so you don't have to worry about reading it if you guys are busy and you're focusing on a trade. Okay, that's the squawk box feature. We also have real-time level 1, full book level 2, real-time options data included with your membership, a trade simulator that lets you trade stock options with fake money to practice implementing what you learn in our courses, practice it on the simulator. That's included. We have a trade ideas preset real-time scanner that gets streamed throughout the day that all of our members can see, that shows you new high a day, unusual volume activity, top gainers, leading gappers. That trade ideas scanner is included in your membership. You guys don't have to pay extra for that. We also have a TradingView Pro charting software that is included with your membership. You don't have to pay extra for that. All of these things are included. There are no additional fees for this. You're going to get at least a minimum, guys, 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts from a community of traders with a 79% win rate. That means that 79% of the time that myself or one of the other moderators in our chat room that call out trades, that when we do, 79% of the time, it's a profitable one. Okay, that is our win rate right now currently in the chat room. You will also get access to the entire TTG curriculum. Yes, the entire thing, all of our courses. It is a 15-course curriculum that is a simplified version of the courses and the education that I received when I worked at a fund. My very first job out of college, I worked at a fund. They taught me how to trade. I did not know how to trade before I got hired there. They are responsible for the trader that I am today. I have simplified that knowledge and experience, and I now provide that onto my THD members. You're getting a true professional education when you join True Trading Group. Okay, these courses, we have beginner and foundation courses. We have advanced courses, we have option courses, we have swing trading courses, we have trader psychology courses, you name it, we've got it. We even have a course that talks to you about how to do your taxes and wash sales and all of that stuff. We even have a tax course for you guys in there. You get access to all of those courses. The courses are in text and video format, okay? And then get this, in addition to the courses, we have over 90 hours of additional educational video content. This is recorded workshops and webinars that myself, the other moderators have conducted over the last several years, or several months. I shouldn't say several years. I say probably about 2 years maybe, of different workshops and webinars where every month myself, the other moderators are doing workshops and webinars with our members covering different topics. Those are recorded and they're then loaded into a video library for you to go back and review at any time based on topic. You will now also be able to attend those workshops and webinars live as a full-time member and be able to ask questions and mingle with the moderator, mingle with the other members. You guys just get access in general. Like, you have the ability to send me and the other moderators DMs during the day. Now, instead of you waiting until 9 o'clock at night to ask me my thoughts on a particular stock, ask me during the day when the market's open so you guys can actually take advantage and act on the advice that I give you. Okay. All of this is included in your membership. Okay. And listen, our prices are going up January 1st. Okay. Our prices are going up January 1st significantly, and they're going up a couple of bucks tomorrow. So every 24-hour period in the month of December, the price of our membership has gone up. Okay. And it will go up again tomorrow. But then January 1st, our prices are jumping significantly. Take advantage of the offer I'm about to share with you, because a membership to True Trading Group would normally cost you $2,048 for the year. However, tonight with coupon code TTG1220, you will get a 1-year all-inclusive membership for only $1,216. That is a 40% discount up until midnight tonight. After midnight tonight, the price is going up by a couple of bucks. And then on January 1st, you're looking at least a $14.97 price point that includes any coupon code that I would be sharing with you guys throughout, maybe on YouTube or on a holiday or anything like that. So our prices are going up significantly starting January 1st. So do not hesitate. Take advantage of this coupon code now, TTG1220. And anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, we're also going to throw in a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. This is the perfect on-the-go tool for you to stay connected to our chat. Like I said, do not forget, okay, or maybe if I didn't tell you guys, we have a mobile app that is available for full-time members that allows you to stay connected with our chat room on your mobile device. So you guys can actually be able to be logged into chat on your cell phone, on your tablet, see the screen share, listen to the audio feed, because I'm on the microphone. The other moderators, we are on the microphone during the day telling you what we're doing, what we're seeing, what we're thinking. And I'm telling you where I'm buying and where I'm selling before I buy and before I sell. I come on the mic, I tell you guys, I like this stock. I'm a buyer right here. And then once my trade actually does execute, my order fills, a pop-up, a push notification with an audio alert pops up in chat to let you know that my order has filled. What's the price? What's the stop loss? Okay. And I'm on the microphone talking to you guys through that entire trade. Okay. So you guys will be able to actually stay connected on the mobile app, and getting that free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet is a perfect way for you to stay connected on the go. So you're not like fumbling around on your cell phone. You got a nice tablet where you can stay in the chat room and you can enter your trades on your broker. It's the perfect tool. Totally free. We're going to cover shipping. It's our gift to you. That's for anyone that signs up by midnight tonight. Okay. You want to just talk about additional value. Yeah, it's cool to get the Amazon Kindle, but guys, speaking of value, all those tools I told you about, like that BNGO newsfeed with the Squawk Box feature, BNGO charges $1,188 a year for that service. It's included for free with your membership. Okay. Real-time level 1 and level 2, that would cost you $909 for the year. It's included with your membership. A trade simulator would be $750. The TradingView Pro charting software that you get access to as a member, that would cost you $720 if you paid for it through TradingView. All of this is included with your membership. That's $3,648 worth of additional tools and products and services that are included for free with your membership. And you can get that membership right now for just $1,216. So you want to talk about value? That's insane. The value that you guys are actually getting access to as a full-time member. So like I'm saying, guys, take advantage of this coupon code before the price goes up. Join the team full-time, get a professional education. Okay. And listen, anyone that is still on the fence, all of you that typed TTG in chat, I'm talking to you directly right now. All of you that typed TTG in chat, maybe you're like, this sounds great. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, though. I'm going to make you guys an offer right now, because I'm going to show you how much that I believe in the TTG platform and how much that I believe that this can and will work for you, because I have seen the success that my current members are having. I see what this education has done for their trading results. I see what this education has done for my trading results. This education is not something I made up. This is something I was taught by professional traders when I got hired at a fund, my first job right out of college. So these are no gimmicks. These are no special secrets. This is just hardcore professional education, and I know what it can do. And that's why I'm so confident that it can and will work for you. Okay. I'm willing to offer you a special deal right now. Anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, I'm also going to throw in a free one-on-one mentor session with one of our moderators. That's a 1-hour phone call to discuss your trading, review your questions, okay, answer your questions, your topics, figure out what mistakes you're making, how to correct them so we can improve your P&L. Anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, you're going to get the free Amazon Kindle Fire, and you're going to get a free one-on-one. Now, here's the deal I'm going to make for you, though, because that wasn't the deal. There's more. Wait, there's more. Okay, do these 3 things. Go through sign up with the coupon code TTG1220. Do that tonight. And then go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and do your one-on-one with one of our pro mods. If you do those 3 things and do not make back the $1,216 at least once throughout the course of your membership, I will give you all of your money back. That is how confident I am that this can and will work for you. Put in a little effort, okay? And if you do not make that money back at least once throughout your membership, I'm going to give you all your money back. That's how confident I am that this can and will work for you. So now, what do you have to lose? Because I've just guaranteed your membership. Guys, do not decide a week from now, you know what, screw it, Mike was right, let me sign up. Because it's going to cost you at least $1,500. Don't decide January, February. Don't decide then that, you know what, let me sign up with your trading group. Because you can get a membership right now for $1,216. I'm telling you guys, January 1st, the price is going up significantly. So if you've been on the fence, take advantage of the money back guarantee I just offered you, the free one-on-one, the free Amazon Kindle Fire. And guys, take advantage of the 40% discount before it's too late. Okay? Take advantage of it. What do you guys have to lose? Because it's not the 12-16, because if you don't make it back, I'm going to give it back to you. I'm going to give it back to you. Okay. So now the only thing that you have to potentially lose is never reaching your goals. All those goals you all typed to me in chat before about buy a house, pay off student loans, quit my job, financial freedom, leave something for my kids. That's what you're giving up because you're potentially never going to give yourself a chance to reach those goals by not getting a professional education and potentially doing something that can change your life. I'm not being facetious. I'm not exaggerating. This is literally something that can change your life. My TTG family members that are still on this live stream, if TTG has changed any of your lives, comment in chat right now, signed off. Okay, sound off. Because becoming consistently profitable, generating an extra stream of income, that will change anybody's life. I don't care who you are. Okay, take advantage of this coupon code now, guys. TTG1220 before the price goes up. If you're still not ready, don't forget we do have that 7-day trial. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's all, $3. It's less than a cup of coffee. Go to ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time from the trial. You're not going to get the free Amazon Kindle Fire, and I can't guarantee you that 12-16 price point. Okay, I can't guarantee that 12-16 price point. But if you want to try us out for 7 days, give it a shot, get familiar with the program, really find out if TTG is right for you, go ahead, guys, give us a shot, give us a run. Again, you don't have to do anything. If it expires, it'll just expire. It will not auto renew. But if you want to upgrade to a full membership, you can at any time during that trial. Okay. Otherwise, use coupon code TTG1220. Take advantage of this coupon code before it is too late and before the price goes up. Okay, guys. That's it. I will see you guys all tomorrow in chat. We're going to look to finish out 2020 with a bang. It is the final trading day of the year. And what a year it has been. A blockbuster banner year, record-breaking year. And we're going to finish it off with a bang. Thanks for joining me tonight on this live stream, guys. I appreciate, love you all. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Turn on those notifications. Never miss a live. I'm always sharing golden nuggets of information. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. I love you guys. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Peace.